Alright.
God, that's crazy, man.
What a fucking guy!
I wish it would like beep or something.
Exactly. I already had a fucking monitor. We should get a monitor.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Hey, yo, what up? It's Don.
Sammy Lee here.
We are the Soul Brothers, and we were just recording this video and talking to the air for 10 minutes because the camera stopped recording.
Fuck.
We need a monitor or something. We need to get our shit together.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Anyways, it was good practice because this is round 2. My name is Don. This is, of course, Sammy Lee, the big boy.
The big boy.
And we are going to talk about the NBA playoffs.
Yep.
One of my favorite times of the year. I love it, man.
Yep.
The start of the playoffs was so exciting usually. Last year, the playoffs were insane. The past years have been really, really crazy. This year, I'm a little disappointed because some of the teams that I feel like should be in the playoffs aren't. And I feel like the East is kind of weak this year.
Yeah.
For sure. The West is pretty stacked. And the West for sure is going to be interesting. However, the first round of the playoffs is pretty lackluster. In the East. In the West.
Like this? Is it always like this or no?
Yeah, well, because the 1 seed goes up against the 8.
But like, is it always like this or not?
No,
it's pretty good, right?
Sometimes it's pretty good. This is pretty bad, at least in the West.
In the West, is just a blowout.
Yeah.
Like Rockets and Warriors.
Mm-hmm.
Who the hell you think is going to win?
Yo, that's a wrap.
Yeah.
The Rockets barely squeaked into the playoffs.
Yeah, exactly. And they lost to the Warriors by like 30 points.
And Steph hurt his ankle.
He hurt his ankle. He's questionable for round 2, but they don't need Steph.
Yeah.
You know, they're gonna win anyway.
Steph, you got to switch to the ASO ankle brace, dog. Those damn ankle braces aren't it, dog. I tried them.
How the hell do you roll your ankle after you tape your ankles and then you fucking have an ankle brace on that looks like, what's it called?
That fool's ankles are made out of licorice.
Wait, what's it called? The house arrest.
Oh yeah, the house arrest joints.
Yeah. Exactly. And then fucking Steph almost got into a fight with Patrick Beverly.
Yeah. Beverly's playing that hard playoff defense.
Yeah.
And pissing Curry off. They asked Curry if he thought Beverly was a dirty player. He said no. He's not a dirty player. He's just an aggressive player.
Yeah.
Which is cool of Steph to say, because that's kind of true. Like, I mean, there's players that's his bread and butter. Patrick Beverly is defense, you know, and he'll get in motherfuckers' heads. He's kind of like a Lance Stevenson.
He's kind of like gym bros.
Yeah.
Like me and Don at 24 Hour Fitness just fucking hate gym bros, man. I'm sorry.
They foul you, and then you call the foul.
They get mad. They're like,
but they're so used to football that they're like, oh, that's not a foul.
Exactly.
You know, I barely smacked you in the mouth.
Yeah.
And you're like, dude, that's a foul.
It was
not football.
Just a little punch, man. You know? But,
whatever.
Whatever.
What else is going on in the West?
West?
We have the Clippers versus Trailblazers. That game is actually going on right now.
Yep.
As we're recording
this. Clippers, it looks like the Clippers are going to win.
Right.
I think the Clippers are going to beat the Trailblazers.
For sure. But that's probably the best matchup in the West right now.
Spurs versus Grizzlies. Grizzlies lost by what, like 30 points. 32 points.
That's a sad series right there.
Yeah, but that doesn't matter. And then Mavs and Thunder.
Yeah.
Thunder's going to beat the Mavs. Oh, no. I just said Mavs and Thunder, right? No? Oh, no, I didn't. So Mavs and Thunder, who do you think's going to win?
Thunder. Yeah. For sure. I mean, you got Kevin Durant and Westbrook on the same team.
And Ibaka, he's pretty fun.
And Ibaka, I mean, that's a crazy. Can you believe James Harden was on that team too? I know. And they didn't win a championship?
Exactly.
They had the 3 of them on the same team and no championship.
Who they play the Heat, right?
Yeah.
I think they played the Heat. He was fucking good though.
Yeah, they were.
LeBron and fucking Wade.
Mm-hmm.
But the Western Conference is really boring.
So, but once we get to the Spurs versus the Warriors, that's going to be serious.
One thing that I don't like about that system, though, the NBA system, is that it's the Eastern versus Western Conference.
Yeah.
At the finals.
It's kind of unfair.
It is unfair. Like, the Cavs or whoever's the best in the East doesn't necessarily mean they're the best team in the NBA.
Yeah.
You know? So, like, you have fucking the Warriors, the Spurs, and then OKC. And then that's like top 3 in the West, but then in the East, the Cavs are number 1. But if you put all the teams together, I think they'd be like number 3 or number 4, right?
Yeah.
So that's not like fair. I'd want to see like the 2 best teams in the finals instead of like Eastern versus Western.
Yeah, they were gonna switch that up. I thought that was gonna be this year, but maybe it's gonna be next year or a year after that.
Yeah.
But that would be cool if they switched it up to just whoever has the best record.
Exactly.
You know.
But then in the Eastern Conference, Pacers and Raptors, that's pretty good,
That's
right?
a cool series.
Raptors are good.
I like that.
And Pacers are good. But the Pacers won the first round, 100-90.
First game.
Yeah, first game. First game.
Mm-hmm.
Celtics versus Hawks was a really good game,
That's
too.
a good series, too.
Yeah, that is a good series. And the Hawks won by 1 point, which kind of makes me sad because I love Isaiah Thomas.
Shed a tear for Isaiah.
Yeah. Just because I don't really like teams, I like individual players. And he's my fucking height. He's like 5'8". Yeah. And he's in the fucking NBA. Like, how is he so fucking good, you know?
That's crazy. He's just a little rascal. You know, you can't catch that dude. He's zipping around.
Yeah.
You know? Isaiah Thomas, actually, I thought when I first heard him, I thought for sure it was Isaiah Thomas's son.
Yeah.
For sure.
Uh-huh.
But then I found out it wasn't, and then I found out he was actually named after Isaiah Thomas.
Yeah.
Which is
really cool.
Kind of crazy.
Yeah.
And then he winds up in the NBA, and he's actually a good player.
He's actually really good. And then the Hawks have Jeff Teague, and Jeff Teague's actually really good.
Yeah,
he's a very solid player. He plays really carefully.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he's not like Westbrook, kind of like very explosive. I'm just gonna go to the fucking rim.
Yeah,
takes his time, and you know he's pretty like shifty too.
Yeah, the Hawks are a good team, man.
Yeah, they are
for sure.
Yeah. And then you have the Pistons versus Cavaliers.
Yeah.
And I want
Pistons are gonna get smoked.
Exactly. And then the Heat versus the Hornets.
Hornets are gonna get smoked.
Yep.
Heat are actually doing pretty good, you know.
The fucking
not too bad.
They won by what, like 30 points?
Yeah, Hassan Whiteside is going nuts, dude.
Really?
That fool's a monster.
He's fucking tall as shit.
Yeah,
how tall is he? Like 6'11"?
Yeah, something like that. But you come in the lane with some bullshit, and he's kicking that shit out.
Yeah.
You know.
He's athletic too.
Yeah.
He's an athletic big guy.
And then you got D Wade, which is a fucking. He's amazing. He's a veteran. He's smart, and he knows.
He's very. He has a high IQ.
Very high IQ. He's crafty. You know, he's older, so he can't move like he used to. But man, he used to be a monster.
Yeah.
D Wade, but anyways, and then they have Goran Dragic too.
Oh yeah, is he good?
He's good.
He's good?
Yeah, he's really good. That fool knocked his teeth. Did you see that? He got his teeth knocked out.
Really?
And he threw him to the side.
Oh shit.
His two front teeth. He didn't get a foul call. He went to the ref. He's like, "Yeah, I got my front teeth are gone, dog." And then he threw him on the thing, and then the athletic trainer just like picked him up and was like, "Okay, cool," and just held him.
Damn, that's badassery right there. Today in the NBA, if it was maybe like James Harden or Chris Paul, it would have been like, oh, and then they would have been crying and shit.
Yeah.
Who do you think flops the most?
The
Clippers.
Harden is a flopping fool.
Harden, Chris Paul. Chris Paul, not as much anymore, but he used to flop
hard.
Fucking.
You know who has a gnarly? Blake Griffin. But you know who has a gnarly flop?
Who?
But he doesn't. You don't really see it too much anymore. But Manu Ginobili.
Really?
Yeah, he flops like he literally got shot. You know, like he's but flopping, man.
But Blake Griffin though, at his size, he shouldn't be flopping, dude.
Yeah.
You know.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways.
Is that it for the East?
I think so.
Right. So in the East, the Cavs are gonna make it out most likely.
Oh.
In the West, you know, you'd be hard pressed to bet against the Warriors to win the whole thing in general because what they've done this year is so insane.
And if they lose, if they don't make the championship, that's kind of sad.
That'd be a huge upset. They're pretty much crowned already.
Exactly.
You break the record that seemed like an unbreakable record of the Bulls, 72-10, and they do 73-9, and you know, people are basically handing them the title. But you know, the NBA is crazy.
If they don't win, there's gonna be so many fucking Jordan memes. On Steph Curry's face.
We should just make one now.
You guys are so mean, dude. That's so fucked up, man.
Yeah.
But so that's the playoffs. We'll keep making videos like this to I don't know.
Yeah. Let us know who you think's gonna win the whole thing or your conference, whatever you're in, if you're in the West or the East. But playoffs look to be the first round not super great.
Nope.
But right after that, I think it's gonna get real interesting.
Yeah.
And we're gonna see some cool basketball.
Yep.
And it's playoff season, so we're stoked.
Let's go.
That's it. It's a little NBA video. My name is Don.
Sammy Lee here.
We are the Soul Brothers. Later.
Peace.